Hello, friends. Yeah, welcome to Humor at School. Yeah, Humor at Show. Yeah, my name is Hong Kili. I'm running for U.S. President as an independent thinker. For this time, what 2028. We're from Alaska, America. Okay, so I'm running for U.S. President. Okay, so I watched some documentaries on YouTube where yeah, so doomsday prophecy, end of the world. Okay, uh, so they come up with some day where Mr. Jesus will come visit planet Earth again, like Adventism, Advent. Okay, so the second coming of Mr. Jesus in Christian community. Okay, I appreciate that. I do. Okay, yeah, and because I used to be a Christian myself, I used to believe in that too. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay, so but it did not come on that particular day, so they delayed, set this date, second coming of Mr. Jesus onto planet Earth, maybe 3 months later. Then it didn't come. So okay, maybe 1 year later. Okay, so yeah, I appreciate Christianity. I used to be a Christian myself. Okay, I do. Okay, so and I realized there's some analogy between Adventism in Christianity and Hercules bid on U.S. presidential election. Okay, like I'm running for U.S. president every 4 years. Yeah, I ran for U.S. president in year 2020 for the first time. Second time 2024. Now third time 2028. Okay. I mean, I never said I will be the president of United States in year 2020, 2024, 2028. Uh, although I at some point I can't believe in that, but it didn't happen so far. Maybe one day, but I would never say it will actually happen because I don't know. I well, realistically, practically speaking, I'm as of this year 2025, I'm not famous enough to be elected as U.S. president yet, but they can change, of course, in the future. Who knows? Uh, 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 yeah, so there's some similarity, analogy to be made there between doomsday prophecy in Christianity community and Hercules presidential election campaign. Okay, come delaying. Yeah, but the difference, yeah, well, similar to difference. Okay, yeah, well, at one point I did believe that. Well, actually, also I ran for U.S. Senate election in 2022. Uh, at that time, yeah, I was a Christian. Okay, so Mr. Jesus said, yeah, you believe in something, at, even at the size of a mustard seed, it will happen. You can move the mountain. Okay, so I did believe in that Christian doctrine, the power of belief, and I still do believe power of belief, how strong it is. And many parts is still very valid. I still agree with Christian community. Okay, yeah, I do still believe in power of prayers, and many times it worked, especially when I pray for other people. Okay, when I pray for myself, mixed review. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Okay, because I really believe that miracle will happen. 2022, when I ran for U.S. Senate election 3 years ago, I did believe I'll be elected as U.S. Senator in Alaska. But it did not happen. So that's why I left Christianity. Okay, because I realized in my mind, I could be wrong. If you're Christians, You may be right. Okay, yeah. I'm not saying I'm right, you're wrong. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, but in my mind, yeah, I came up with this idea that maybe Bible, Christianity, Mr. Jesus, maybe they're sometimes right and maybe they're sometimes wrong. So that's the conclusion that I came up with in the experience of election laws in 2022 U.S. Senate election in Alaska. Okay, so does it mean I lost my faith in Christianity? Well, half and half. Yeah, I'm a humanologist now. I came up with my own religion or humanology. Okay, uh, this is a kind of personal, private religion. Okay, it's not organized religion. Okay, but yeah, I try to come up with a religion that is better than Christianity. I'm being 100% honest with you. It's a confession session, okay? Yeah. So Honkilis version of humanology, there are other versions in the web pages, internet, or YouTube, okay? But Honkilis version of humanology is this, okay? We are survivalists, okay? So, and we emphasize survivalism. Yeah. Exercise, diet, martial arts, continuing education, career development. Yeah, betterment of our life. Right? Yeah. Also, continuing education. Yeah, learning foreign languages and stuff. Okay. Also, some fun time, entertainment. Okay. Yeah. I learned many good things over from Christianity. It's great. Okay. Many parts, but some other parts in Christianity, there are some parts. I'm 47 years old. Okay, so in my life, I've seen some Christian doctrines. Uh, in my experience, not quite working. At least in my experience. Okay, but I appreciate and retained good kind of knowledge in Christianity, in Bible, in Mr. Jesus' sermons. Oh yeah. So in humanology, yeah, learn all different languages, Christianity or Islam, Buddhism, Judaism, different cultures. Yeah, like buffet. Take the goods, reject the bads. Be eclectic, eclecticism in philosophy, okay? Also syncretism. Yeah, combine good parts of other various religions. Take the goods and combine it. Syncretism, okay? In religious study, okay? Yeah, there's some of them, okay? Yeah. Then Wikipedia and other web pages, okay? I study those stuff, okay? But I am very interested in religions, mythologies, right? Yeah. Okay, so welcome to Human School, okay? Yeah, Midnight Express, karaoke session, okay? So I talked enough, okay? So if you are more interested in what I have to say in humanology, yeah, you can just Google my name, Honky Lee, okay? Huhnki. It's beautiful name given to me by my parents, okay? Yeah, it's Korean name, okay? So yeah, there's nobody else who have that name. I'm the only one with that name, okay? So I'm very grateful to my parents, to God. God is using the name, okay? So far, okay? Hmm? Yeah, Humanology lecture series available in YouTube back in the days. Nowadays in Dailymotion, okay? Fantastic, okay? Okay. Yeah. Now, let me zip up my mouse and then stop talking and start singing. Let's have some fun, okay? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Bee Gees, Brother Gibbs, American band back in like 70s, disco era, right? Yeah, like nice, like Night Fever, Saturday Night, whatever, okay, so disco era, nice. I'm a huge fan of disco. Yeah, dancing, music is amazing, okay. So yeah, yesterday I dumped data dump from my cell phone to my external hardware storage. Okay, so hard drive rather. Okay, so yeah, now it's not gonna be interrupted. Okay, so my cell phone, yeah, got enough space. Cut and paste of all the past data. Okay, safely stored in external hard drive. Okay, very cool. Okay, yeah, sure. So you don't have time limit here today. Nice. Yeah, sure. Yeah, how nice. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, continuing education, career development, martial arts, exercise, diet, stretching, and good food. Yeah. My parents told me, yeah, you need to eat good food, okay, because it's a very important part of happiness. Yeah, I did not quite understand what when they said the wonderful wisdom to me a couple years ago. Now I realize, okay, because yeah, I eat ramen noodles, which is fantastic. I eat rice, beans. That's great. Okay, but 2 days ago, went to grocery store. I bought some pasta. Okay, yeah, kind of like Italian tradition. Okay, that's great. Okay, I used to cook pasta like decades ago, maybe. Okay, so I got back to it. Okay, it's nice. Cooking pot, metal based, in electric stove. Yeah, and $3 package pasta 6 meals. Okay, so like 50 cents per meal. Oh, nice. Boil the water. Okay, and plastic jar portioned. Okay, and then yeah, cooking it with Alfredo sauce, milk based, or like more. That's more Western tradition. Okay, yeah, and then New World, Central South America tradition. Yeah, the tomato hot sauce. Okay, so how nice, right? Also, come in the middle, paprika. Okay, nice. With some vegetables like lettuce, right? Oh, how nice. You want to see it? Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, yeah, pasta. I'll bring it from my microwave. Okay, I'll show you. It's beautiful. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, with tomato sauce and pasta. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so culinary arts, right? Yeah, like try some different recipes and stuff. Yeah, ramen noodles, Asian tradition. Yeah, rice and beans. Yeah, beans, frijoles, this is Central South America tradition, okay? And rice. This rice is a more old school, like Asia, Middle East, something like that. And wheat, yeah, pasta, this one like a Middle Eastern European kind of like tradition, okay? So whatever, okay? So yeah, trying different recipe, cooking different things. Nice. Yeah, very healthy, lean, affordable. Culinary arts, okay, yeah, cheers, okay, yeah, it's nice. Okay. Hmm? How nice. Yeah, we appreciate farmers, truckers, supermarket professionals. Okay, all amazing people. Okay, yeah, we are very grateful. Hardworking people. Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Great professionals. Okay? Yeah, thank you for your service. Thank you. Hmm? Yeah, essential business. Food, right? Yeah, yeah. In human school, food is holy, sacred, because it sustains our life. And this food, pasta or rice, noodles, so much human labor, like farmers, transportation, truckers, and in supermarket, grocery store workers. Okay, huge amount of human labor to deliver us food. And we need food to survive, to live. So, food is something very sacred, holy in human school. Okay? Yeah, so when we watch some movies, TV shows that display some people playing with food, we frown upon it, okay? Because they should not be doing that, like playing with food. Maybe not nowadays, but maybe some parts of the world nowadays, okay? People are starving. They don't have enough water or food, okay? And we are lucky. We have food to eat. And that food, so many different countries these days, different countries, like farmers, exporters, importers, and transportation personnel, and supermarket grocery workers and involved. So many people, like thousands, tens of thousands, people involved. For me, hunky in Alaska, America, to have this taste of this pasta or ramen noodle or rice, beans, fruit, vegetables. So many people involved in that process. And I'm lucky, okay, but there are other people in the world who are starving. They don't have food, water. So food is so sacred and holy. So nobody is allowed to play with food, even in movie, TV show, okay? Because food is very sacred, holy. Okay? Yeah. So it's year 2025. I'm in Alaska, America. Okay. Well, back in the days, 1990s, I was in like middle school, high school, so South Korea. Okay. My father told me, okay, we are in dinner table, and my parents, they're great culinary artists. Okay, so Yeah, it's a dinner table. So, and I said to my father, I'm full. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this bowl of rice because I was in South Korea back in 1990s, something like that. Okay, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever. It's more like 30 years ago. Okay, so and my father said, "Hey, okay, in this dinner table in South Korea, 1990s. Okay, 30 years ago. Okay, yeah, we have bowl of rice. Okay, and some other condiments and the side dishes. Yeah, South Korea, 1993 or something like that. Okay, when I was in middle school, high school, something like that. Okay. Yeah, I told my father, yeah, hey, I'm full, so I cannot eat anymore. And my father told me, no, son, yeah, you will eat every single grain of this bowl of rice, okay? Because do you know how much labor it takes? I'm adding my own stuff, okay? He didn't exactly, my father did not exactly say this, okay? But I'm kind of like paraphrasing, adding my own stuff, okay? But his philosophy is like this, okay? He's an economist, okay? Yeah, economist professor, my father, okay? In South Korea, okay? Yeah, he's retired, okay? But back then he was an economics professor, okay? He's such a cool guy, okay? So yeah, look, son, yeah, so dinner table, so South Korea when I was in high school, 1995, something like that, okay? So yeah, son, yeah, you will not just leave this dinner table in South Korea, not year 1995. Why? Uh, you eat every single grain of this rice because, yeah, my father, okay, he said, yeah, I am an economist professor in top 10 university in South Korea, okay, and yeah, he was, okay. He retired now, okay, but yeah, back then he was professor there, okay, so yeah, agronomy, okay, agricultural economics, okay, that's what he did, okay. Yeah, also, yeah, econometrics, yeah, kind of like a linear algebra, okay, mathematical. That guy is smart, my father, okay. Yeah, so yeah, look, so in this dinner table today, you ate like half of it, and the other half of this bowls of rice bowl, okay. And I was, yeah, we cannot discard these bowls of rice. One half of bowls of rice to trash can. No, because my father said, kinda, okay. Yeah, I'm economist, okay. I understand agronomy, okay, agricultural economics, okay. This I'm an economics professor in top 10 university in South Korea, okay. Yet I understand farmers, truckers, supermarket workers to deliver this food to this very dinner table today. And hopefully you are some high school student, teenager. Your stomach is full. Yeah, but what? Yeah, you need to eat everything in this bowl of rice as an appreciation of the farmers, truckers, supermarket workers, okay, supply chain, okay. So there's so many people involved in this delivery of this food, for rice, okay. So you cannot just go to bed today, no, finish eating. Yeah, the rest of the half of rice bowl, okay. Yeah, you will eat this thing, okay. And I think I did that day. Okay, Father. Yeah, if I disobey you, well, yeah, you maybe kick me out of your house. You're my father, okay? You may send me to orphanage, adoption, or foster care. Well, that's more American stuff. But yeah, I mean, back in the days in Korea, they did not have anything like that, okay? So, but yeah, there was like 1991, 1992, something like that. Yeah, my father said that, okay. And back then I did not understand what he was talking about. I was a teenager, middle school, high school. I had no idea what he was talking about. I was just teenager, animalistic. Okay, look, I'm full. Yeah, I ate half bowl of rice. Okay, that's enough for me. So maybe the other half of rice, maybe we can put in the refrigerator. We're not gonna throw in the trash can or bathtub bowl. No, we can save the half the rice that I did not finish to eat. We can put in the refrigerator with like plastic wrap or whatever, aluminum foil. Yeah, no problem. But my father, old school, okay, he wanted to make a point to teach his son, me hungry, okay? Force feeding, okay? So yeah, and I guess I may ate maybe 50% of the leftover, 50 or 50, yeah, maybe 25% of that, one quarter of that rice bowl. Uh, so that I do not get kicked out of my parents' house back in like 1992. So South Korea, Pampo, okay. Yeah, okay. I remember my father saying 30 years ago, okay, like 1992, something like that, okay. Every single grain of this rice, yeah, farmers, laborers, okay, yeah, this hard labor farmers, okay, their sweat to produce this one single grain of rice in Asia. Yeah, in this context, yeah, South Korea, okay, yeah, but North Korea, same way, okay, yeah. But my father is from rural, country region in South Korea. Okay, yeah, 전라도. Okay, yeah, farmers. So he saw as he grew up as teenagers. Okay, hard work, farmers. Okay, yeah, physical labor. Later on, as an economics professor, okay, he observed other people in other countries, okay, farmers, hard labor, okay, so yeah, this grain of rice, right? Yeah, it's very precious. Yeah, I appreciate my father's philosophy. Philosophy, my father's philosophy, his experience now, okay. But back then, yeah, I did not understand. I was a teenager, okay. Now I'm 47, okay. My father is 70s, okay. So yeah, so I did not understand what he said back when I was in high school back then. But now I understand what he said. Okay, so yeah, this grain of rice, it could be wheat, barley, quinoa, whatever. Okay, yeah, farmers, hard labor, physical labor. Okay, so we really it's necessary that we appreciate hard labor of farmers, truckers, supermarket workers. Okay, yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, but we do not want to overeat. Okay, yeah. Look, there's past days. Okay, in the history. Okay, nowadays we're in human school. Okay, so yeah, yeah, we appreciate farmers, truckers, absolutely, supermarket workers, great people. Yes, but we do not want to overeat. We do not want to eat too much. Okay? No. We have to set this boundary, okay, between old school and new school, okay? We are in new school now, humanology, okay? So, uh, eat eat good food, okay, but do not eat too much, okay? Why? You do not want to have pot belly, bulging stomach. No, you do not want that, okay? Okay, so it's not healthy. Eat right, healthy, lean food. Okay, like yeah, beans, frijoles in Spanish word. Okay, yeah, Central South America. Okay, they came from Asia. Okay, so frijoles, yeah, beans. Okay, and yeah, corns. Yeah, nice. Okay, and yeah, rice, wheat. Yeah, sure. Mm. I appreciate vegetarianism, veganism. Okay, I do. Okay, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, tofu. Yeah, from Asia, right? Yeah, bean, soybean. Okay, nice. When it comes to animals, yeah, maybe milk, eggs, so that we don't have to sacrifice live animals, right? Just eggs, milk, maybe sometimes, once in a while. Okay. Mostly like yeah, whatever. Okay. But I'm obligated to sing your song. Okay, Midnight Express. Yeah, calculation. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Feel I'm going back to Massachusetts. Something telling me I must go home. And the lights will Massachusetts. And yeah, we have to censor this stuff. No dating until you turn 25. No dating until you turn 25, okay? Until you turn 25, yeah, focus on education curriculum, okay? No dating until you turn 25, okay? So, alright? Yeah. Okay, that's good enough singing. Yeah, my friends, yeah, welcome to Human School, okay? No dating until you turn 25, okay? Yeah, focus on education, career development, learn foreign languages, science, mathematics, music, culinary art, or fashion, fine arts, painting. Okay? No tattoos, no piercings. Okay? Yeah, piercing for females, just 1 year, 1 year. Yeah, that's traditional. That's fine. Okay, but nothing else. Okay, tattoos, no tattoos. Don't do it. Okay, no. LGBT, don't do LGBT. Okay, yeah. Dating, no dating until you turn 25. Okay, welcome to human school. Okay, we have a high standard. Okay, and if you're not up to it, forget about it. Right? Maybe your children, your grandchildren. Okay, maybe we are not ready for it. Yeah, we understand. We are human biologists. Okay, we understand evolution, very slow progression. Okay, all right. So, but as a record, okay, we are putting it out there. Maybe some other time, maybe 10 years later, 20 years later, or 100 years later, in obscure internet space, maybe they will discover this episode, humor series. Yeah, maybe they really discover this thing that we are doing here. Okay, so it can happen. Huh? I don't know. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it may happen. Who knows? Okay, so, I don't know. Am I a prophet? I think I'm a prophet, but do I know the future? I do not know the future. Okay, but can I, as a human being, scientist, make some projection based on my knowledge and experience? Yeah. Do I think this YouTube video or even uploaded to some other web pages? Okay. Do I think that in the future, maybe 10 years later, from 2025 today, will some people actually look at this, look at me, and look at you, and think about some things? Maybe it can happen, okay? I don't know. Okay. Maybe not. Okay? But what I can tell you is this, okay? You have to learn martial arts. Okay, yeah, horror movies, there was some hooks, knife, guns, okay. Uh, yeah, weapons, okay. You need to learn some Chinese kung fu, okay, or other martial arts in the world, okay. Yeah, it's weapons, people with weapons versus people without weapon, with just your fingers, eyes, head, knuckles, okay. Yeah, Chinese kung fu martial arts, okay, movies. They do that stuff like Jackie Chan and stuff, okay. Jackie Chan, he made mistakes, okay. How about Sammo Hung, Yuan Pao, or Bruce Lee, Jet Li, okay. They all made mistakes. People are people, okay. But yeah, take the good, reject the bad, okay, in human school, okay. So, but in Chinese movies, Hong Kong based, okay, Southeast China, they, they have good stuff, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, they fight these people with weapons when they do not have weapons, okay, they're great, okay, in Japan too, okay, Korea as well, okay, anywhere in the world, in Philippines as well, okay, yes, you have to learn martial arts from all different countries, okay, thank you. That's what I have to say. Yeah. Because human school, okay? Learn martial arts, okay? Thank you. Alright? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Learn martial arts, okay? My for future leaders. Learn martial arts. Education and career development, okay? Thank you. Yep.